starting off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Just 2 to shoot. The shot's good.
Westbrook involving his teammates is one thing, but not missing guys wide open, that helps.
Covington against Brooks. Outside for Moran. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Here's George.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Here's Moran. Moran with the slam!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
BA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG. Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
George, good.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Outside Moran. Brooks outside. Jackson with it. Over Leonard, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
LA basketball.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And it's Moran off the drive. And then Moran with the dunk.
The quick feet of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
The Clippers trail.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Leonard passes to Zubac. Zubac with a screen on Moran. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Leonard's got 7.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Outside Moran. Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Morant missing. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Pass to Brooks. A minute 9 left to play in the first. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Leonard against Brooks. Covington passes to Leonard. Top of the key. Offensive rebound.
Well, Covington has that long arm athletic ability to get in there and mix it up.
2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Robert Covington.
Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. George against Bain. Leonard for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. For 3, George. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's all tied in Los Angeles. We'll take a quick break. And then and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off. Jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Kennard in at the point. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Powell against Brooks. Crosses over. Outside Covington. Back to Powell. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 5. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Kennard can't get it to go. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Plumlee. Bain against George. Plumlee, a screen on Bain. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
And it's Kennard on the take. And here's Bain. George defending. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Here's Kennard. The 3 is up. Adams inside. Plumlee on him. Outside Bain. Jackson outside. Shoots over Powell. And there's Jackson on the assist from Bain. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Adams with a screen on Powell. And the bucket is good. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Pass to Adams. And stolen by Covington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Gordon, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Highland comes in for Westbrook. Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Aldama. Now here's Clark. And here's Morant.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Wide open look. Good on the jump shot. Morant's got 13 now.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Powell passes to Gordon. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
His defender flying by him after that pump fake.
No hesitation on his move to the rim right there. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the triple. To the right side. They shoot again. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And here's Clark for three. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers have gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. Here's Highland, defended by Kennard. Pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And then Morant with the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Gordon, left side. Plumlee, a screen on Morant. And here's Gordon from the arc. He buries it from 3. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kicks it out to Kennard. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Morris. Here's Highland. Over Brooks. Oh, got it off in time, but it's appreciated, Allie.
The score, your Clippers, 32. The Grizzlies, 21.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Covington. Aldama grabs the board.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Zubac screen. Leonard for 3. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
What a remarkable way to finish the break.
Man, what about that pass? Eyes in the back of my head. Delivers it right on the money.
Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside for Morant. Driving in. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Bain, he's checked in for Memphis. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
Yeah, BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
And here's Memphis now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Down low and stolen by Covington. Leonard on the wing, defended by Jones.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
And Leonard drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Aldama. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Leonard against Morant. Here's Zubac. And stolen by Morant. Tipped. Jones, the pass to Morant. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Now here's Morant. 24 points for him. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Leonard. Second chance effort. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. And here's Memphis. They're on a 15-4 run to the middle. Aldama banked it in off the glass.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 13.
Yeah, you can be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshakable.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Tillman's checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Here he goes. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Tillman. Back to Payne. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 5 points in the game.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Here's Morant. Here's Tillman. Takes a three. Powell pulls it in.
And the defense got away with it. One there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Plumlee, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Tillman. Back to Jones. Here's Tillman. Off target at the rim. He got it up. Doesn't go that time. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Tyus Jones is out there with Desmond Bane, and it's Tillman in at the 5. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Adams checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jones. Pass to Highland. Morris, a screen on Morant. Now here's Powell. 5 to shoot. Plumlee finds Powell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Steven Adams.
I like it. Powell just being aggressive, making the D overcommit.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Covington comes in for Morris. George, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Westbrook in for Highland. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Leonard's checked in for the Clippers.
First team foul. Now, into the lineup for
Here's Morant. Jackson outside. Takes the 3. Outside Bane. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
George draws the double. Leonard for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 9 points now in the second half. Westbrook against Morant. Jackson on the wing. Brooks right side. And stolen by Covington. Inside. And George with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Back to Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it from the high post. The offensive rebound. With the clock winding down. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
The motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Zubats with a screen on Bane. To the paint. Out to Leonard. There's the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Up top Bane. George defending. Morant against Westbrook. Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Covington, a screen on Morant. Outside Covington from deep. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
And Covington, it gets underappreciated, but guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit 3-point shots. It's a lot of complimentary stuff.
Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Brooks, the pass to Kennard. Connects from downtown.
And a deadly shooter as Kennard steps up in a big moment.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Covington passes to Westbrook. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane comes in for Kennard. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Here's Morant. Jackson outside. He can't get it to go, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Kicks it to George. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Adams is rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Leonard for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Just 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the dunk by Leonard.
What a play by Leonard there. Gets up the court so fast, and nothing's going to stop him from finishing strong.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Bane. Can they get it? Sends it home from 3-point land.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. George against Bane. George left side. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Launches it. Offline. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. All right, Alec, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Along.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton, and it's Octopi in at the 3 spot. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard to the inside. Zubac. Rebound by the Suns.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Fade away. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. He gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
KD passes to Paul. Back to KD. And he converts the layup.
Well, don't you love it when Durant is mixing it up on the interior, using his size to his advantage.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
The drive by Paul. He gets that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Paul dishes to Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent. But they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Covington. Back to Westbrook. And stolen by Ayton. To the paint. And the basket by Octopi.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Paul. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here is Durant. Down low, Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. 2 points. That one goes. George has got 7 points.
Paul George playing through the contact right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
For 3, Booker. The offensive rebound. And Ayton throws it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Durant kicks to Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, just tremendous court recognition. DeAndre Ayton excelling in the pick and roll there.
And it's Leonard missing. Suns leading by 3. Booker the pass to KD. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Well, this guy knows how to do this in the open floor. Russell Westbrook in transition is the most dangerous player.
Pass to Octopi. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
Do you think back to Josh Okogi's rookie season? This guy stepped up and became a starter. He's proven always ready for the next big challenge.
Now here's Plumlee, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
The Suns leading. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Booker outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Paul kicks to Booker. KD a screen on Westbrook. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Suns.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Inside, Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Durant. No good that time. ET that time from Leonard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Payne kicks to Ross. Here's the teardrop. Doubled by Plumlee. Biombo. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George with no one around. It's good from long range. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Off the run, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
As Baisley continues to develop his game, earning opportunities at the free throw line critical.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Highland. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Ross, and there's the drive, and he can't jam it through. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Powell finds Gordon, and here is Morris. Highland passes to Morris. Clock at 6. Clippers moving the ball around. And stolen by Payne.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They're committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Ross on the wing, defended by Gordon. Here's Baisley, 6 on the shot clock, and it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Here's Highland. Payne covering. They grab their own miss. Gordon with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Payne in the post. Outside Warren. He gets it in there. Warren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, T.J. Warren's frame and game perfectly suited for a finish on the interior.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's Highland. 11 feet away, buries the jump shot. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Got a hand on it.
Boy, blocking is a skill Darius Baisley is trying to develop, and that hard work paying off with the swat.
Payne looking around. And he drops it in from the low post.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morris a screen. Fires the 3. Highland misses. Payne in the post. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Highland. And the Clippers miss again. And we finish one half of basketball. Clippers lead by, thank you, David, and we'll be
33, the Suns, 26.
Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3, the small forward. Scooped up. Clippers leading by 10. Westbrook kicks to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Clippers. Doris, it's been great to see. The Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Pass to Covington, kicks to Leonard. Jacks up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. KD against Covington, and the shot is good. KD's got it back down to within single digits for Phoenix. Here's George. He takes it in. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Paul. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you can see the tenacity of Chris Paul in play there. He refuses to give up on the shot, wants to get the end one. Nicely done.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now Paul. Paul George missing from long range. Back to Paul. Outside Durant. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Leonard attacking, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Booker dishes to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's got the jumper. He shows you right there. I'm going to rock the rim. Leave no doubt, KD.
Covington setting the pick for George. Good on the 3-point shot. George has got 21 in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
But you can see, guys, how much confidence DeAndre Ayton plays the game with. This is especially so on the offensive end.
Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Devin Booker. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Gordon's checked in for Paul George. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Now the pass to Powell. To the paint. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, using the play to move the defense to his team's advantage. Go ahead, Norman Powell. Pretty pass.
Outside Durant. 52 seconds left in the 3rd. And the layup falls.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Morris passes to Highland. Out to Morris. Here's Highland. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Plumlee, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on 8. For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Now here's Booker. There's the 3. Outside for Durant. Goes back up, and it's sent back by Plumlee. They retain possession. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Highland passes to Powell. Down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on 8.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both shots good from the stripe. Paul outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lou's going with. Publicly out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the 1. And here are the Suns now, after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there.
And really getting the best of this front court matchup. No doubt about it. They've been way too hard to handle down low.
Here's Highland. Outside Gordon. Morris with a screen on Booker. Pass to Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Suns trail by 11. Paul goes in. Booker outside. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ayton finds Booker. 5 to shoot. Back to Ayton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Clippers leading by 11. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. The 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker the pass to KD. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah,
and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's the previous play.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Really encouraging when Russell Westbrook is making that three-point shot, because when he does, he's an impossible check.
Here's a Kogi. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
George dishes to Leonard. Fades and shoots. That one falls. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
Westbrook against Paul. Passes it to Okogie. Paul outside. He feeds it to KD. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him. Kawhi Leonard able to navigate his way to the cup off the bounce. Yes, sir.
Okogie, the pass to Paul. Booker outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Paul. Booker outside. The fader. Good on the triple.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here's Westbrook. And Leonard has it in the corner. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. It's Durant on the way. Leonard with the steal. Stolen by Durant. Ayton kicks to Booker. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. George passes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
At the top of the key, Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Al Paul. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Durant down low. Leonard's there, and there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Octopi to the left wing. Ball looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. From deep. And that one is off.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Type of game the fans really get up for. So do we. And the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar. And it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Right side, Paul. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Puts the move on, and then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Pass to Bane. We played just over a minute here in the first. Outside for Morant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And he makes both free throws.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
Now here's Brooks. Left side, Morant. Here's Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Back to Jackson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot, no problem.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Booker finds Paul. Back to Booker. From deep. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Jackson against Durant. Here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. To the inside. Crafty move. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Morant. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. And then Morant with the dunk.
The decision making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
Booker against Bane. Booker, the pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Ayton.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton. Setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
Jackson, the screen. Here's Bane. And he dunks it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Ayton. Give him 8. Pass to Durant. Ball from deep three-point land. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
3 points.
Paul's got 5 points.
This is the leadership you get with Chris Paul. Looking aggressive, taking these quick shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brooks from outside. Durant pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Morant against Paul. Outside Durant. And he makes it on the layup. Durant's got his second basket.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Bane against Booker. Bane, the pass to Morant. Outside Bane. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And Ayton with the stuff.
One of the best passes we've ever seen. Paul on time and on point.
Bane, the pass to Jackson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And it's the Suns with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Tries again. And the layup by Durant. Durant's got 6 points.
You must box out Kevin Durant. When you don't, he gobbles up second chance opportunities.
Morant, the pass to Adams. The 3 from Bane. Drops in the 3. He's got 5.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Morant against Paul. Outside Durant. Inside. The kick out to Paul. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
The kick to Durant, all alone. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Suns lead by 15.
Very assertive KD is. He's ready to fire fast off the catch.
Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Ayton with the defensive effort.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Durant's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Oh, Adams with the block.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Pass to Baisley. Here's Biyombo. That shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Memphis.
No good on the free throw. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis.
Taking 2 shots.
That one's no good.
You know what I like about Steven Adams is his intangibles. He's enthusiastic, he's a leader by example, and he's a role model for the younger players.
Picked up by Baisley. And a two-handed jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Pass to Aldama. Here's Morant. And Morant gets double teamed. Adams inside. He's covered by Warren. And it's Adams missing. The Suns on offense. They're on a 13-3 run. Now here's Payne, hounded by Morant. Picked up by Baisley. There's the steal. Out on his own on the break. He goes up, and then Morant with the dunk.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Baisley. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Shooting for Phoenix. Darius Baisley.
And that one misses. Picked his pocket. Payne with it. Back to Warren. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Phoenix leading by.
The Suns, 32. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
We've got Luke Kennard, also Tyus Jones out there, and it's Tillman in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. The shot by Payne, no good. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. Here's the 3. Kennard can't get it to go. And the Suns shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Left side Warren. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, what a burst of energy from Warren. Flying up to the rim for a nice dunk.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And it's in there. Ball's got 9 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Here's Kennard. Off target with the 3. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Booker finds Durant. Outside for Booker. Screen by Durant. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Shot to stop the run. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Pass to Octopi. 4-3. It doesn't go for him. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Aldama. Jones from outside. And another miss by Memphis. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
A line change here for Memphis.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Stolen by Bane. And so they foul intentionally.
His third personal foul. Third team foul.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bane, the pass to Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Booker against Bane. Ayton, the screen on Morant. Paul passes to Ayton. Got it. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Paul against Morant. Ayton, the screen on Jackson. Durant on the attack. And Durant with the big finish.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Kennard comes in for Bane. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. 35 seconds left in the third. Jackson against Durant. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
KD, one of the great scorers in the history of the league. But don't forget about his passing.
Pass to Adams. Now Jones. Jackson for 3. Counted from distance. Jackson's got 5.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Down low. Here's Octopi. Outside Paul. Beyond the arc. And that's not going to go. And so it's Phoenix. A huge 24-point lead for them. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Octopi in at the small forward position. Ayton, the screen on Bane. Booker, the pass to Paul. Outside Durant. 5 on the clock. He takes it in. And it's Durant with the finish.
One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is
2019.
under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Deflects the pass. Oh, Durant with a steal. Here's Octopi. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
And the wingspan for Durant, so disruptive. Such a great score. I think people overlook the strides he's made at the defensive end.
Ball against Morant. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Paul with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Ayton. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Bane finds Morant. Back to Bane. Now Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. The three ball. Brooks outside. The three. Fires in the triple. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Up top, Durant. Defended by Jackson. Octopi. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Here's Tillman. He's guarded by Paul. Outside Morant. Six on the shot clock. Paul with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's Octopi. Flushes it down to finish the break.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Morant drawing the double team. Pass to Tillman.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First personal foul.
A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter here. Paul passes to Durant. Now Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. And Ayton with the stuff.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Suns.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Pass to Paul. Back to Ayton. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Brooks. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Durant on the attack. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah.
I smack clowns with mad style.
today's sports as we get set to... And Greg, you were talking about this. What do you appreciate about this matchup? The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Morant against Westbrook. Adams wide open. Hits the jumper in space.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Leonard against Brooks. And here's George for 3. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
Morant right side. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard no luck. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. It's Jackson with the drive.
With those long strides, Jackson Jr. eats up the ground in a hurry.
Here's George. That one, no good. Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Brooks kicks to Morant. To the middle. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and that one falls for Jackson.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Westbrook finds George. Outside Covington. It's Covington on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Morant against Leonard. Here's Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Zubac, that's good.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Covington, a screen on Bain. Takes the 3. Brooks grabs the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Passes it to Bain. Back to Brooks. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
They get Russell Westbrook.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
And both free throws good for Brooks. 55 seconds left to play in the first. George way outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
There's Morant. Driving inside. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Leonard looking around. Shoots the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Bain passes to Adams. Oh, and the jam by Adams.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Oh, with authority!
That is a monster finish. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pulls up, high post. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And forget about finesse. This is all about the power.
Brooks against George. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. I talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Jones checked in for Morant, and the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Outside for George. Offensive rebound. Zubac the pass to Covington. Second chance shot, and the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure the coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Some changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Bain. Here's Leonard. Zubac the pass to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Leonard from 3. It's stolen by Adams. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. The pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones drives in. Aldama passes to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to Brooks. Tries again. He lays it in. Brooks has got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Adams with the screen on Leonard. Kennard the pass to Adams. Jones in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Aldama. Basket good. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman comes in for Adams. And it's Bain in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. Many years going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Bones Hyatt. First personal foul. First team foul.
.141 left in the first half. Here's Eldorado.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
Highland misses. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And a wide open look for Payne. A three-pointer is right on target.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
.3 left to play here in the half. Morris with a screen on Jones. Another one falls for the Clippers. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bain against Morris. Bain passes to Eldorado. Outside, Jones. Count that bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Highland passes to Plumlee, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Plumlee hits them both. Here's Morant. He's got 6. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. From past the arc, knocks down the 3 ball. Morant's got 9.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from you.
Here's Highland. Los Angeles with another miss. Kennard with the ball. And that does it for the first half of play.
The Grizzlies 38. The Clippers 24. And let's give it for the Milwaukee.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
At the guard spots, we'll see Morant and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Westbrook dishes to Covington. 6 to shoot. And George, here we go.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Morant passes to Jackson. Tries it from the top of the key, off the left rim and out.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Leonard against Morant. It's stolen by Adams. By himself, and finished off by Morant.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Zubac trying to break loose, and the shot goes down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And here's Morant. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
A great scorer, Morant showing his poise on that shot.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Brooks against George. Takes it inside, and then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Kennard kicks to Adams. Morant, that's for 2. Memphis the rebound. He can't hit that time. Clippers trail by 15. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Conchar comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And then for the Clippers, Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Gordon subbed in for Paul George. Basket counts.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for Mason Plumlee.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And the basket by Jackson.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Leonard kicks to Gordon. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Plumlee, no luck.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Hits the three-point bomb. Bain's got 6 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Morant against Westbrook. And here's Brooks from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Eric Gordon on the wing, guarded by Bain. The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jones comes in for Morant. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Pass to Tillman. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
The dish to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
The call on the floor is a jump ball.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Back to Bain. On the wing, Jones. In the corner, Kennard with it. Drills it from outside.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. The team putting a larger emphasis on
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
serving it up on a platter. That is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. Then it's Plumlee, and there's Gordon, and it's Highland in at the point. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. On the wing, Morris. Morris a screen from downtown. Highland's shot is good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Bain finds Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Bain. Morant with a wide open look. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last throw.
Now here's Jackson. To the wing on the left. There's the triple. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Clippers substitution. Ivica Zubac.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Down low. And that one is good from Zubac.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now Morant. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. 5 to shoot. Here's Brooks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Mann passes to Leonard. Here's Mann. The tray. And it's Leonard missing.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
George against Bain. Morant outside. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Driving in, and Morant mows it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Man can't hit. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 16-5 run here. Jackson down low, working on Zubats. Morant kicks to Bain. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Man, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Jackson with it. Now Covington defending. Now here's Morant for 3. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Bain for 3. Can't hit that one. Here's George. And no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bain for 3. And it's Brooks in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a different.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
Smack clowns with mad style.
operations here. And it's the Suns to start out. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And Durant with the big finish.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Now Paul. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
And we're about a minute into the first. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, the Suns. Covington inside. Durant's there. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. The shot off that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And Paul gets it to go.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Paul's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep break.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
He gets it in there.
How about a show of power from KD? He knew the contact was coming and ripped right through it.
Here's George, and he drives in.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Durant drives in, and it's slammed in by Durant.
I love how sudden Durant can be with that attack, and he sliced up the defense. They were unprepared.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Durant against Leonard. Durant with it. 6 points for him. Paul with the bucket.
Good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Inside. Here's Leonard. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
George against Booker. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Ayton, a screen on Leonard. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I said before, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8 points now. We've got 1:13 left now in the first quarter. Nice shot by Octopi.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And here's Paul. He has 7. Outside Durant. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Westbrook, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
This is where you watch Russell and how aggressive he plays. Such a physical guard.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Now here's Durant. And the layup is good. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
And that's where Kevin Durant's length really pays off on the inside. Hard to hold him back without fouling.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. That's good from George. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside Durant. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Paul. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Kept alive. Ayton. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead. They're up 7.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
The Clippers trail. George outside to the paint. Kicks it out to Westbrook. The 3 is up. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And when you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
From downtown. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Here's Durant to the inside. Ayton passes to Durant. Back to Ayton. Tries yet again. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Leonard. Gordon, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. Here's Highland, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Outside Payne. Up top, Biyombo. Outside Ross. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Warren. Right wing. And there's Payne. That one's good. And the assist from Warren. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
One of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, You know, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Payne with the bucket.
Payne, one of those guys like a water bug, just slippery on the inside, and you can't find him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Plumlee, a screen on Payne. Here's Highland. Off the mark there with a three. The Suns have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Biyombo goes in. Ross against Powell. To the middle. Here's Baisley. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Baisley playing with force. That's a big sign.
Warren against Powell. Pass to Baisley. Outside Payne. Back to Baisley. This one for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Good to see Baisley step up and knock down the three ball.
Ross against Gordon to stop the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Powell with a steal. Here's Highland, defended by Payne. Morris outside. Pass to Gordon. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Great finish from Gordon in traffic. You like to see the smaller guys operate down low as long as they're patient.
Outside Payne. Here's Baisley. And so that's the end of the...
Your Suns 40, the Clippers 25. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the floor for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Here's Okogie. Here's Ayton to the wing, right side. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And for Los Angeles, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. They get the rebound. Westbrook. Out to Leonard. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
6 to shoot. Launches a three, kicks it to George. Clippers keep it alive. It's stolen away. Inside, here's Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 9.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Suns on D. They led by as many as 18. Out to Leonard. Driving to the basket, and the foul is called. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Got a hand on it. George against Booker. And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Leonard for three. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Durant with a screen on Zubac. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And we might be in for a special night, KD getting it going offensively.
And the dunk by Leonard.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with two hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. And that one's good. Paul.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Westbrook. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Foul. Fourth team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, he keeps adding strength and conditioning through the years. A big help to Kevin Durant there on the defensive end.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Basket counts. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now, how much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
Covington, a screen on Booker. For three, George sinks the tray.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Ayton with a screen. Paul passes to Ayton. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Covington, no good. The Suns have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Plumlee, a screen on Paul. Here's Highland. Here's Plumlee. Gordon outside. Here's Powell. Up and in on the layup. Powell's gotten his second bucket.
Great determination as Norman Powell just shook off that bump.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Durant. He's got 16. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the drive. Can't hit from in close. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control.
And please give a big round of applause.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Durant against Morris. Okogie on the wing. Here's Booker. And he can't get that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Three-pointer. Highland misses. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Ball passes to Durant. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Paul into the lane. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
And here's Gordon from the arc. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. To the inside. Nice shot by Okogie. And the Suns lead by 19.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Covington comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Powell. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. Leonard against Durant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
Paul George, he's checked in for Gordon. And both free throws good for Durant. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. George's shot is off. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Durant with the block.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And he drains another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And Booker puts up a deep three. Great positioning on the putback.
A great hustle from the swing man that time as Durant doing whatever he could do to keep it alive.
And George launches it from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Field goal.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Here's Paul. And he converts the layup.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Booker, the pass to Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Kawhi Leonard.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
And George launches it from deep. And Ayton pulls it down. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Durant against Leonard. Pass to Octopi. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George against Durant. Takes it inside. Here's Ayton. Good D by Covington. Up top, Westbrook, guarded by Durant. Covington, a screen on Durant. Pass to Covington. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Octopi. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive.
I smack clowns with mad style.
for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And Katie, here we go.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Both good from the line that time.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And they double up Morant. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Payne for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Great, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Durant. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Durant.
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
Adams with the screen on Booker. And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Now here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. Nice D from Brooks.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Passes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
KD against Jackson. KD dishes to Booker. Second chance effort, and it's laid in by KD.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Ball against Morant. Outside, Bain. Adams, the pass to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Ayton a screen on Morant. And Paul gets it to go in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
The Suns trailing, and now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
2 minutes. Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. There's Morant following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Bain. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
Durant, and Morant throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside, KD. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Jones. Here's Tillman, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Durant with the drive. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play, and the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
The pass to Jones. Payne looking around. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 4. Here's Paul. And the rejection by Jackson.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Payne for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Octopi, the pass to KD. For 3. And Octopi hits from deep. Octopi's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Here's Brooks. The Suns getting the bucket. To end the run, jams it in off the great move.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Phoenix, get on your feet and give a warm welcome to your Sun Dancers.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Grizzlies, Aldama's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Bain. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Brooks against Warren. Pass to Baisley. Second shot opportunity. He can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Tillman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 5-point Phoenix lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Warren, good.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Jones drives in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Bain comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And the Suns call time here. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. To the paint. Morant with the steal. Inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Ball finds Durant. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Adams with the screen on Booker. Morant with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant. And he lays it straight in. KD's got 11 points.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Morant kicks to Jackson. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from Morant.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game. And he comes up with the deuce. 13 points in the game.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Outside Jackson. Outside Bain. And so it's Phoenix bringing the court. Thanks so much, David. And we'll...
Your Suns, 28. The Grizzlies, 21.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. At the guard spots, we'll see Morant and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Bain in at the 3. Now Morant. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton from deep.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Durant kicks to Booker. Five on the clock. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Booker.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
And Morant throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Paul dishes to Durant. Booker in the corner. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 5.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
And Phoenix has possession. Grizzlies making the shot.
Beasting on defense. First, he closes out hard on the shooter. Then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Bain passes to Jackson. Morant outside. And finished up by Morant.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got his second basket.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Brooks kicks to Bain. The pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Paul. Takes it off the glass. Paul's got 6 points.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Morant kicks to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks with no one around. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Suns leading by 3. Booker with it. Now defended by Bain.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Morant outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. 1:31 left to play in the third. Paul dishes to KD. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
KD's height and length make him a nightmare. He can easily get a shot off.
Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 26 points.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And KD, here we go.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
To the middle. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Now, here's Adams. Nothing yet on this. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play.
Unbelievable. Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Octopi. Here's Ayton. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ayton's got 8 points.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Adams in the high post. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Phoenix ahead, leading by just 1. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize. Tonight, how about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Left side Durant. Here's Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for your Suns, DeAndre.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Jones.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Paul, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is where Chris Paul dominates, using the dribble drive to create offense and get himself to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible, and so far they've been super successful using this attack.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Now here's Jones. Bain passes to Tillman. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's deflected. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Octopi.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Bain with it. Outside, Jones. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. And the shot goes in. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And finished off by KD.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Booker following the shot by Kevin Durant. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. 21 points for KD.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
Brooks finds Morant. Kick out to Adams. Brooks against Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Brooks knows what's at stake here. No time to panic. Just give this everything you've got.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Here's KD. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Ayton sets the pick for Durant. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It'll be a jump ball. Left in the fourth quarter. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Morant. And it's a 5-point Grizzly lead. Paul passes to Durant. Passes it to Octopi. KD a screen on Brooks. Phoenix no good that time either.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
He was all alone on that one. Morant's got 37.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now Brooks, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. Jackson kicks to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Devin Booker.
There's an aggression and a confidence to Desmond Bain's game. It helps him get to the line.
Good on both.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Paul surveying the floor. And the layup's good off the glass.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an out.
I smack clowns with mad style. I smack clowns with mad style.
Yeah.